Welcome back to my channel. I'm Piliswa, also known as Poppy Soul on Instagram and TikTok. Today we're doing a makeup tutorial. I want to give more details on how I actually achieve my soft glam makeup looks. I've done a few tutorials on Instagram, TikTok, and here on YouTube. Let's get into it. Voiceover activate.
Voiceover has been activated. I started off by using my Essence Fixed and Last Hydrating Primer. I love using hydrating primers underneath my makeup, especially because my foundation is matte. To hydrate the skin further, I added my makeup setting spray from Yardley. It's a priming, set and refreshing spray. It's time for foundation, and I use the Maybelline Fit Me in the shade 324, and I'll be applying that with my fluffy brush to spread out the foundation. I got my brush from Scarlet Hill Mr. Price. The bristles are so soft. I actually can't wait to get another set of these brushes. One thing about me is that I can't use dirty makeup brushes, so every time I do my makeup I always have clean brushes. I don't know if that's crazy or just normal. Please let me know down in the comments. When doing a soft glam makeup look, we want our base to be as smooth as possible, so I always go in with a beauty blender after my brush, tapping gently around my mouth, my under eyes, my jawline and my forehead. I love a bright under eye moment. Sometimes I use a white concealer, but today we're using the smudge concealer in the shade Ivory, and we're going to place that under the eyes, on my chin and on my forehead. And to blend out my concealer, I love using a beauty blender. And because the beauty blender is so soft, it is gentle around the eyes. I won't poke myself. I also like to press that concealer over my eyelids, even though we will still prime our eyelids. Adding our first layer of setting spray. We need to make sure our makeup stays on. No judging, because this is a safe space. Yes, my contour palette is a little bit crusty, but she is well loved. I mean, look at that blend it gives. And the worst part of it is that I don't know where I got this contour palette from, but just look at how smooth and buttery my skin looks. I blend that out with a new brush, not the same brush I use as my foundation. This brush I use is a smaller brush. I'm not sure where I got this brush from either. I like blending in my contour in circular motions. Now, when it comes to nose contour, I'm not really sure how to give my nose the shape that I want. I usually just wing it. So I would put the contour in between my eyes and then at the tip of my nose, then blend that out. I'm not sure what type of shape it's supposed to give, but I just want the definition so that my nose is not flat when the outside of my face is bronzed. When doing my makeup routines, I never used to use translucent powder, but the day I started, my makeup looked so different and elevated, smooth and blurring. I can't believe I spent so many years without using translucent powder. I usually like to put my translucent powder where I put my concealer, so that would be under the eyes, in between the forehead and on my chin. After pressing in my translucent powder, I like to sweep off the excess with my foundation brush, and this feels so therapeutic and so ticklish. I love it. Talking about things I love, I like layering another layer of powder, and that powder I use is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless powder. I'm in the shade 230. Honestly, whenever I do my makeup, I have to add another powder. My makeup looks so smooth. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. Look at that base. We added our second layer of setting spray. Now it's time for blush. If you know me, then you know that this is my favorite part. I like to place the brush on the temples of my forehead and then bring it down to my cheeks and at the tip of my nose. Isn't that so cute? I will always put blush on my nose. Now when it comes to my eyebrows, I like to do them last so it doesn't smudge and blend into the foundation. I use a brown eyebrow pencil and I only fill in the middle part of my brows and at the ends of my brows. My brows are not twins but sisters, but in case I do make a mistake, I always have a cotton pad and micellar nearby just to clean up my brows. And doing this is very tricky because my base has already been done, so I have to be careful and do small movements. I also make sure that my brows are dry from the micellar water before adding my concealer. I like using an angled brush to clean up the bottom of my brows because of how straight it is. I can easily get into the sharp ends of my brows. Please don't mind my serious face. I'm just trying to concentrate. Does anyone else take about 10 minutes to do their brows? I feel like it's a moment where the brows have to be so perfect. And it just freaks me out if they're not. Like sometimes my brows would be too dark and it doesn't fit well with the soft glam makeup look. Hopefully one day I'll have a detailed tutorial on how to do brows. But for now, I feel like I'm still learning. I feel like my brows could look a bit better. But I'm okay with the outcome of these brows. Not too bad. Looks cute with the soft glam makeup look. Smile for the camera. Eyebrows, eyebrows, eyebrows. I think I like that. Eyeshadow has now entered the chat. And the eyeshadow palette we'll be using is the Nude Edition eyeshadow palette by Essence. I'm going to take the white shade, whitish, nudish shade, and put it in the inner parts of my eye. Then going in with the darker shade and putting it at the outer corners of my eye, creating like a V shaped, so that when I put a wing or just put in eyeliner, it lifts up my whole face and blends in with the contour. When doing eyeshadow looks, I like to take my time. I don't care if it's 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and make sure that that eyeshadow is blended and looking so cute. And for any fallout, I will just take my translucent powder and my fluffy brush and brush that away. The moment I've been dreading has come. This will break or make any of my makeup looks. It's the mascara and the eyeliner. My eyes are very sensitive, so I always tear up when I have to put in eyeliner and mascara. So I try to be as gentle as possible and also trying not to smudge my eyeshadow. Before adding in my mascara, I just like to curl my lashes with the lash curler. And my mascara that I use is the Extreme Lash from Essence. I have to make a confession. I broke my lash comb. That's why you haven't been seeing me combing out my lashes in a while. But I will still use it because it works. It might be hard to hold, but it still works. And when I line my lips, I like to use my eyebrow pencil. I feel like it matches the tones of my lip very beautifully. For gloss, we are using Lip Therapy from Dischem. We can never go wrong with lip therapy as a gloss. She will always be that girl. I love the shine. So pretty. We can't forget the final layer of setting spray. This is when all our makeup has been locked in. The base is done, eyeshadow is done, lips are done, and that is the final look.
Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, like the video, and leave purple hearts in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next one.